Hello, everybody. It's me, Sochi, and welcome back. I know I've been gone a little bit longer. I did want to do a weekly check in on a weekly basis, but I was very unmotivated this week. That's one of the problems that I have motivation. I've been trying to work on it, but last weekend I hurt my foot, predominantly like my heel ankle area, and that made me unmotivated to walk, which made me unmotivated to drink my water, which led to me not wanting to make any videos or actually really do anything. But I'm going to start walking again on Monday, and hopefully that, helps. We'll see. I really don't know. I think it will. But anyway, this is my August budget for 2021. Now, this is my calendar view of the month. I don't have very many expenses of the bill variety. I have rent, grocery, my brother's phone, Hulu, my phone, Acorn, which I use to invest, iTunes, and donation. My income is, I get it on a weekly basis. I'm a caretaker, and my paycheck is generally always the same because I work the same hours with the occasional differing if I need to stay a little bit longer or leave a little bit earlier. Usually I stay a little bit longer, but I had a wedding this last weekend and I stayed a little bit shorter. You'll see. I usually estimate $600 per paycheck, because I usually make more than $600, and you always want to estimate less than you make. So if something happens in your budget or you get a surprise for the month, you'll always have that extra money that you can do something with. And for surprise, sometimes I do make extra money on the side. My sister will give me a little something for the child care, or I'll work with my mom a little bit, or something along those lines. What I actually made though was $675 the first week, $650 on the second week, $670 on the third, $615 on this last week, and again, no surprises. My estimated income I thought was going to be 240 for 2,400 for the total, but I actually made 2,610, which is a $210 difference. Now for my fixed expenses, I call them fixed because they don't change or change very little on a monthly basis. I have rent, which is $350. I live with my parents, that's why it's so little. Because I actually live in California and California is expensive and I don't even want to try to get an apartment or anything like that. So living with my parents works. Hulu for $5.99. My brother's phone for $43. Mine for $28.07. This has been progressively increasing by literal pennies. I don't know why, and I've been too lazy to try to figure it out. I'll see what happens. But if it gets too high, then I'll just change it. But I mean, I'm not too mad about it. It's pennies, and we'll just see what happens. Acorn, my subscription for Acorn is $3.99 for iTunes. I do make a donation to the San Diego Zoo for $5, and groceries is $100. Now, this is a fixed income and not a variable income because I give the $100 to my mom. Like, I just give her $100. She buys the groceries in my house, and it's just easier to give it to her like that, and that's why it's a fixed amount. So, my estimated total for this month is $536.05, which I'm proud of. I don't spend too much, and I'll try to keep it down like that. I do actually plan on adding maybe a gym membership in September because I'm on a quest to get healthy. Right now this has nothing to do with finance, but right now I'm trying to walk longer, and hopefully by September I'll be ready to try to run. So we'll see how that goes because I'm very, very much out of shape and overweight. And that's another thing I'm working on other than budgeting. Now, my variable expenses, I call them variable because I do have them every month, but it varies. So, dog food, I give myself $40 a month. It might be more than that now because I've recently changed my dog's dog food. So we'll see how that goes. Gas is 150. It works for me. I do drive at Ford Expedition, which is an 8-cylinder vehicle, so I do waste a lot of gas money for the amount of driving that I do, but 150 works. I'm not too mad at it. I do want to get a smaller car, but I don't really need it, so I'll just stick with what I have. Now, last month, my fun money / miscellaneous was separated. I did 150 for fun money and 50 for miscellaneous, but I had a lot of trouble trying to decide what I would consider fun money and what I would consider miscellaneous. So I'm just going to keep it together and we'll see how that works this month. So that does equal $390 in total for variable expenses. My next is investments. So I do have 3 investments accounts. I only use one. And I'm only contributing to one. So Acorn, which I'm actually going to contribute to next month because this is the month where I max out my Roth, which is one of the major things that I wanted to do this year. So after this month, I will have maxed out my Roth. I don't invest in capital. I'm just keeping that account. So if the stock market ever goes down, I'm going to sell it, because if I sell it right now, I'll be taxed for the profit that I made, and it actually carries over. So the losses will carry over and I will be taxed less throughout the years until, it equals what I was and was not taxed. If I understood that well, or if you understood that well. If you didn't, or you have a better explanation, please leave it down in the comments, because I'm pretty sure I understand what I'm saying. But if you don't, I'm sorry. So yeah, for the total of $1,100, that'll be maxing out my Roth, and I will have completed that goal for the year. Now, I do have sinking funds. So after all my income minus all my expenses and investments, I am left with $373.95, which is just going to go to my emergency fund. I want to build up an emergency fund for a year. My goal is $7,200 for a year of minimum expenses. So this is literally just pretty much... Actually, no, I think I need to change it because my minimum expenses, including the grocery, adding the grocery bill, has gone up to like about $900. So I think it's going to have to go up, but I'm going to keep it at $7,200 for the year. And then I'll slowly contribute once I'm done with that. And the rest is just going to be kept empty. I won't be contributing anything else to that. So yeah, that is what I expect my August budget to look like. I would have liked to have made more money this month. But I guess I have August to do. One of my goals for the year is trying to find an alternate source of income. I think I'll complete it once I get a second job. I already have one lined up, but they're willing to wait for my nephew to go back to school, and it'll only be a part-time job. But I would like a passive form of income because honestly, I want to have a baby in a year or two, but I would be a single mom, because I'm not really looking for a significant other. If it happens, it happens, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. And I would like a passive form of income to be able to help, in the future. I don't need it right now, but I will probably need it later. But I still have a couple of years to go to be able to figure that out. But yeah, that's my budget. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please, push the like button. If you want to see more stuff like this, subscribe. And I hope you have a really good day.